In Japan, there is a special day to celebrate all of the beautiful young girls, and that is called the Hina Matsuri. But what about in North America? Is there anything like that? Yes, and maybe kind of no. That's what we're going
No,
to be
yeah.
talking about today. Hey everyone, welcome back to another such precious little girls.
So precious.
Kind of episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And thank you for joining us in another round of English immersion for your listening and for your English to improve in a natural and hopefully fun way. That's what we do here on this channel. We just try to give you a place to experience natural English with two friends. We're not teachers. We're not trying to tell you, you should do this, you should do that. But hey, we want to be here to help you and support you as much as we can. So like this video and subscribe to the channel. We got even more stuff over on our website. But hey, let's just talk about our topic today. So Adam, how would you explain the Hina Matsuri?
Yeah, I understand it as just a way to celebrate the girls of the family, and mainly by setting up what can I say, what is it called?
It's like a step or tiered platform display
of dolls.
Yeah.
Set up a display with a tiered platform, and each level, a tier is a level. Each level has dolls on it. And these can be big, huge displays or even small ones, but just to show that you have a daughter in your house. Maybe your mother was a daughter, of course, so she would display this. But if you have daughters, then the display would be displayed in your house.
Wow. Well, if you just see everyone naturally, that was not an easy thing to explain.
No, not at all.
Yeah, in North America, we have nothing like this. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you explain? So there's stairs, you put them
Yeah.
on stairs.
Stairs.
It's like platforms, like there's
Yeah.
these dolls. They're
Levels.
dolls, but no, don't touch them. You can't play with them.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're dolls, but don't touch them. And that's
Yeah.
when I use the word display, because you're looking at it and usually you don't touch displays. It's just there to look at, almost like art.
I was thinking of it kind of like a Christmas tree, where you set up your Christmas tree and it's there. You don't really touch the ornaments. You don't really touch the lights and stuff. You just kind of have it there to symbolize Christmas. So this platform, the display for Hina Matsuri, is kind of like that in my mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's a really, really good comparison. That's what it is. It's a display. It's to celebrate that time. To represent, to look at, to appreciate. The really interesting part is that there are these different type of tiers and stairs to to these dolls, or this display, I should say.
Yeah.
But everyone in Japan, a lot of families have different opinions on what is good for these types of displays. Example, long time ago, I've heard that the bigger they are, that means you have more money. So it's kind of representation of that. And it's like giving also more, I don't know, not like good luck, but maybe it can show like you appreciate your daughter more. Even though I'm sure, like no matter how much money families have, everybody appreciates their children. That's one thing. And nowadays, a lot of these cultural items, kind of sad to say, are dying down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
This is an old like religious Shinto type of thing, celebration, which still many, many people do, but I feel like the focus on it is maybe a little smaller, and especially with these displays as houses are getting smaller. Everyone's moving into the city, and the space to live is smaller. They can't have these huge 5-stepped displays anymore. So
True.
I've seen a lot of really, really simple displays where it's usually just the prince and princess. Those are the main characters, really. So that's all you kind of need. But it's really cool at the same time to see a full set where you see like the whole, I guess, like royal servants and the staff of the prince and princess in this display. And it really has a big impact.
I remember going into different department stores and seeing these displays in the department stores, but also going to friends and family relatives, my wife's relatives' house, friends and family houses and seeing the difference between the ones that are passed down
Oh,
and the
yeah, yeah.
ones that you can buy in the store. And I'm wondering if that's like the reason why these displays are not shown so much is because not
Mm.
many people pass them down as much as before. Maybe they were bigger, or maybe they got older and they got destroyed. But having these newer ones,
Mm.
it kind of feels a little bit different. It's like more commercial. So I'm just wondering if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why the tradition of displaying these Hina dolls in your house is dying, because it feels like kind of similar to other holidays, special holidays where stores have them on display and they're very shiny and expensive. And people are just like, whatever. It's not so special anymore. So I always
Yeah.
wondered why or how or if people thought like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, right. You don't have to celebrate just by having this expensive display.
Display, yeah.
Yeah, it's not all about
Yeah.
that. But, in North America, you might be
Mhm.
asking the question, is there anything like that? Is there a way to celebrate your daughters in North America and Canada or
Yeah.
America? And I would say, yes, but it comes at a different time in the girl's life. There are similarities to this princess kind of celebration and how
Mhm.
expensive things can be, but it's also very different. This one is called the Sweet 16.
Yes.
Sweet six. Why is it 16? The number? Because
Sweet.
when when the daughter reaches 16 years of age,
Right.
that is when you celebrate. Why is it sweet? I don't know.
Something comes to mind. Wasn't there a movie called 16 Candles?
There was, yeah, in the 80s,
And
very
isn't
famous
that
movie.
about, I think that's like a famous movie in Japan too. This event is popular,
Yep.
special,
Yep.
enough to make a movie about.
Hina Matsuri is, of course, for the girls in the family, and yes, Sweet 16 is the same.
Yes.
It's based around a princess, and when girls become 16 and they have this Sweet 16 birthday party,
Right.
you're treating them, it feels
Like a
like a princess,
yes,
right?
yes. Yeah.
They are your little girl, your princess, so that matches up.
Right.
It's very expensive to buy a Hina Matsuri or Hina Ningyo set. Traditionally, for these Sweet 16 birthday parties, everyone, they can be expensive. There has even been a reality TV show that you might be able to find if you search everyone called, what was it called? My Sweet 16?
I believe so. My
Yeah.
Sweet 16, or something like with Sweet 16 in the title.
Yes, yes. A
Yeah,
full-on
it's
reality
mine.
show
Yeah.
following very rich families
Mhm.
who make a crazy, massive party for their 16-year-old daughter.
Right.
They get cars and they get like horses and like huge pool parties, and they're like on the beach in
Yeah.
Mexico or something like this. A very, very extreme version of a Sweet 16. But I feel like that it is again connected how it's a kind of traditional thing.
Yeah.
In the past, that was really, really common. And now little by little is dying off,
Dying off. Yeah.
right?
But something interesting about the Sweet 16 is that I feel like the age 16 is kind of a big deal in North America,
Ooh, do tell.
because I feel that's when we, as children, when
Mm.
we were children, MJ and I, are starting our lives as young adults. The rules change for us at 16 years old. And the rules change again at 18 years old, and the rules change again at 19 and 20.
Mm.
So I think that's like 16 years old is like the first time the rules change. You have more independence. For us in Canada, I'm not too sure about the United States, but we're able to get our driver's license or learning
Mm.
permits.
Yes.
Once we get our licenses, we're able to drive. We're able to start working, getting small part-time jobs, going to high school. That's another thing that happens. So a lot of these big
Mm.
changes happen at 16 years old,
Yeah.
which is why I think it's more,
Ooh.
not more special, but like
Yep, yep. That's the
why is it
time we
16?
celebrate, yeah.
That's the time, because that's when our lives are changing for the
Yes.
first time, for the biggest time,
Yeah,
at 16 years old.
yeah, yeah. Times are different, days are
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
there are similarities in how it's expensive, how it's becoming a little less popular,
Mhm.
but and it's a celebration of a woman or of a girl. But in
Of a
the
girl.
U.S., North America, it's more of a transition of going from a girl to a woman,
To a young woman. Yeah.
young woman.
Yeah.
But then if you think about the Hina Matsuri, the girl is celebrated every year. And in North America, it's just
Once.
It's just once is when they get the big party. Maybe that's why it's a huge party. You only get one. It's got to be big.
Go big or go home.
Let us know what all of you think about this special way to celebrate the girls in the family. Hina Matsuri, Sweet 16, what would you enjoy having?
Right.
And hey, if you're interested in speaking English a little more and get improving, I do one-on-one English lessons. So if you're interested, there's Murio Taiken sessions that we can do. Check out the MJ and Adam Show website. And hey, I can help you out with your English.
We'll see you
On the next step.